Ha, this guy's toast.
A lot of people have been asking me, what exactly happened last week that resulted in my Hearthstone account being suspended for 3 days? There's been quite a few discussion and speculation about what went down between me and Blizzard, on social media websites, foreign message boards, gaming news sites like Kotaku, Touch Arcade, and even Forbes. So this video is to simply explain what happened and address a few misconceptions being tossed around. Last Thursday, at the start of my Twitch stream, one of my viewers asked me to test the interaction between Power Word Glory and Mirage Collar. Alright, someone in chat, Hard Fast, mentioned a bug involving Power Word Glory and Mirage Collar, and I've heard reports on the internet. Are you guys familiar with the internet? But yeah, apparently it's a bug, so I guess we can try it out to see if we can recreate it. Now, I often get these requests because a lot of my content revolves around bugs and interactions. So I tested it live on stream, and it turned out to be a pretty serious bug. Hey, there we go. Alright, so apparently I should be able to lock the game with this, right? Power Glory. Mirage Collar. Oh my god! It's a monster! Half Mirage Collar, half Murloc Tiny Fin! What have I created? Oh wow. Ooh, see this feels like a bug. Oh my god. When you play Mirage Collar on a minion with Power Word Glory, it will essentially cause the game to freeze. You can't take any action, nor can you end the turn. You can't even concede. Your only option is to quit the game. Alright. Okay. So the game is broken on this side. Yeah, it's broken. And then we end turn. Now in the bottom right, we see nothing. We see the bugged Mirage Collar too. And what happens when the turn ends? Are we gonna be able to make a play? The rope is burning. Doesn't burn in the exploiter's point of view. Alright, any day now. Any day now. Uh-oh. There's one long rope. This is the longest rope I've ever seen. Okay. Alright. After this initial test, I want to know who gets the win. You or your opponent. There's a big difference between crashing the game and losing versus crashing the game and winning, as it's a huge incentive for people to abuse it. So I tried it a couple more times, again on casual wild mode, and it turns out you do actually get awarded a win if you pull off this combo. It's at this point that I realized this wasn't your average bug. By crashing the game and awarding you a free win, this becomes an exploit that is easily abusable. After confirming this, I spent about an hour playtesting against myself, trying all the possible ways to recreate this exploit besides just Power Word Glory and Mirage Collar. Alright, we'll test it out. See if it works with Nightmare.
What is real?
As a result, we found quite a few other cards with a similar issue. Blessing of Wisdom, Nightmare, Sudden Genesis, Menagerie Warden, and Molten Reflection. All the buff cards have something in common. They have to remember who casted the spell. It doesn't matter if you cast the Blessing of Wisdom on a friendly or enemy minion, it remembers who casted it, and that player gets the card draw. It appears that when you try and duplicate a minion with such a buff, the game crashes because it is unable to properly attribute the owner of the original buff when duplicating the minion. While this is hard to reproduce in Standard, it is very easy to do so in Wild. So I sent Blizzard a notification and that was essentially the end of it. Or so I thought. Later that evening, I received a phone call from Blizzard informing me that my Hearthstone account was suspended for 3 days. And this is the thing I want to clear up. Why exactly was I suspended? People have been speculating it's because I used on ladder. Some people accused me of trying to use it for free ranked wins. Some people say it's Blizzard's revenge for pointing out a bug. The explanation that I got from Blizzard was that it's because I publicized it. By doing it live on stream, they consider this to be promoting/teaching people to exploit this bug for free wins. Whether or not I intended to, it is fair to say that by doing these tests in front of thousands of viewers, showing them the exact steps to take and the results of it, I am enabling this kind of behavior. Throughout the stream, I've repeatedly stated to my viewers to not try this on ladder. But obviously, people are still going to do it anyways. I asked Blizzard, would I have been punished had I done these tests privately, off stream, and only released a YouTube video? They told me that they would still consider it as a promotion of an exploit and punish me accordingly. And this was the thing that surprised me. My videos on YouTube are very important to me. I don't upload that often, but when I do, it's usually something interesting, entertaining, educational, or important. And one of the things I take pride in is being able to influence the game in a positive manner. When I made videos on Moat Lurker, Scale Nightmare, Grim Patron, Yogg-Saron, Knife Juggler, Druid of the Claw, Sword of Justice, all these cards were changed shortly after those videos came out, even though some of them had been problematic for months or years. For the record, I'm not saying they were changed because of me, I'm saying that I only make videos on topics I consider that needs to be changed. So when I do criticize something, it's not done lightly. You won't find videos of me complaining about Mysterious Challenger, Dr. Boom, Quest Rogue, or anything like that, because those topics are a bit more subjective. I'm very wary of Blizzard having an influence over the kind of content I create, especially given my position in the Hearthstone community as the guy who calls them out when they mess up. This is the first time ever that Blizzard has told me to not talk about a certain subject, in this case, exploits, which I have covered quite a few times in the past, such as the Shadow Visions exploit, the AI Boss exploit, and the Unearthed Raptor exploit. I understand their concern. By doing a YouTube video on an exploit, thousands of people will see it and abuse it for themselves, which in turn will ruin a lot of games for innocent people. Some of my viewers did end up abusing this interaction to get free wins, and they couldn't have done it if I didn't publicly show it. I want to apologize to anyone who was on the receiving end of this exploit. And moving forward, I will try to exercise more restraint in what I talk about on my YouTube and Twitch stream. So we came to an agreement that I would only talk about an exploit after Blizzard has confirmed it has been fixed. I know a lot of my viewers have sent angry messages to Blizzard over this. I appreciate the support, guys, but I think Blizzard acted reasonably in this situation. The one request I do have for Blizzard is to be more explicit in what they consider to be acceptable. While it is a very clear-cut case this time around, there will be a situation eventually where it can be a bit more muddy. My biggest fear is that eventually they consider all bugs to be off-limit and disallow me from publicly talking about any of them. The line has to be drawn somewhere. I really do enjoy collaborating with Blizzard on certain projects. The Madame Goya card review was the #1 card review from Gadgetzan, and the Ungaro interaction sneak peek has more than 1 million views on it. But pointing out inconsistencies, testing bugs, and showcasing exploits are things I've been doing since I started this channel, and I wish to continue doing so. The suspension itself wasn't really that big of a deal, and I don't think me or Blizzard acted unreasonably. It's just one of those situations where two parties have very different goals, and after talking it out with them, I think the compromise we made keeps everyone happy. I still get to talk about exploits, but only when it's fixed and people can't abuse them anymore. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for me. Hope it clears things up for you guys. Please let me know your thoughts about this situation. It's not always quite as black and white as people make it out to be. I have no problem with the suspension. It's the future that worries me a little bit. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.
Lights out.